The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast. Matthew's Gospel, chapter 9, verse 15. My dear brothers and sisters, it is the Friday after the Ash Wednesday, and today, as we continue our journey through this period of grace, the season of Lent, there is something very striking from the reading today that Jesus calls us to ponder about. Now, the influence of our appetites and fleshly desires can obscure our focus on God and His holy will for us. To counteract disordered appetites, acts of self-denial such as fasting will be most useful. During Jesus' public ministry, His disciples may not have required self-denial because His daily intimate presence sufficed to curb their disordered affections. But even at that, they still had to deal with a lot around them. Peter denied Him, Judas who betrayed Him. Jesus was taken away first by His death and then by His ascension into heaven. Now, post-ascension and Pentecost, the disciples' relationship with Jesus got transformed and shifted. It shifted from a tangible physical presence to a new dimension of conformity to Jesus' passion. Now, they were called to simply imitate Him, turning their eyes of faith inward and becoming instruments of sacrificial love, which was the focus of our reflection yesterday. To fulfill this role, the disciples needed control over their passions and their fleshly appetites. Thus, after Jesus' ascension, as they began their public ministry, fasting and other forms of mortification of the flesh became quite significant. My dear brothers and sisters, each of us is called not only to be a follower of Christ, a disciple, but also an instrument for and of Christ, an apostle. To succeed in these roles, it is necessary that we must overcome disordered affection or fleshly appetites, allowing the Spirit of God to consume us whole and entire, and lead us requires to focus on the Spirit, not our weaknesses and temptations that come our way. Fasting, therefore, and mortification help us to maintain this focus and keep our gaze on the Spirit, that is, the source of our relationship with God. Reflect today on the importance of fasting and mortification. Although initially undesirable, we don't want it. Sometimes our bodies need something pleasurable and grooving to our appetites. These penitential acts strengthen our faith and help us to do God's will, commit to His holy will, and practice